Hey everybody, just wanted to show you real quick about replacing a broken outlet. And this one is actually broken. You can see a little piece came off right here, fell off. And so the first thing you do is you remove the plate, which is just the cover. Unscrew that, and then there'll be two longer screws that hold this in place. This one still has them in. This is the new one. And you just unscrew those and this comes out. Now before you pull it out, you're going to want to shut the power down. Now, even if it's an outlet that has a switch, you still want to turn off the breaker, because what can happen is that you can still be getting a partial feed of electricity. So you want to be careful. You don't want to, even if you touch these, it shouldn't kill you unless you have a pacemaker. But it still would be very uncomfortable and dangerous, especially if there's standing water. The breaker should cut off before it stopped your heart, but you never want to take that chance. So before you proceed any further, you want to go find your breaker panel and turn off the appropriate breaker for this, for whatever outlet you're changing out. Since these aren't labeled very well, we're going to turn off the main breaker, which will shut off all power. So go ahead and turn it off. Okay, pause it.
Please stop.
Okay, so now we undo the ground first, which will be the plain wire right here attached to the green, and that one is going to be pretty obvious. That one is going to be the same almost on every single outlet you look at. It's always going to have a green. And again, we had to shut off all the power real quick because whoever originally designed and put in our electrical system did not label very well. And this is the living room, but there was nothing clearly marked as living room, so better safe than sorry. So put ground wire in there. Give it a little squeeze, get in there, then tighten it up. Now if you're working on an older project, you may not have a ground wire, then you should not put in one with a ground. This has a ground because it has a ground wire. You'll find some older ones that just have this, and those are specifically designed to match up with this. Now, what I usually do to make sure I don't make a mistake is one step at a time. Make sure they're lined up the same way, and you remove one wire. Now instead of using the sides to screw on, they use the push-in, which is what we're going to do also. So I'm going to pull the black first, straighten it out, and then there's a little hole right here, and all you got to do is line it up with the same one and push it straight in. And on the side, once you get it in, just tighten the side screw up, get it out the way. Because when you turn it on, you don't want these screws sticking out any more than they have to, because then there's much more chance that you could accidentally touch it, or it could touch the box, especially if the box is metal. A lot of the older boxes were metal for some reason. And you just work the white one out. Same idea, you get the wire straight as you can. You feed it into the same hole, the other side, and you screw that in. Okay, then you kind of bend those up a little bit. Box has lots of room, which is good. And you just want the headers flush against the drywall on top and the footers. Flush against the drywall, don't want to over tighten it. And then when you're ready, you take your faceplate, put that on, and you screw it on, and you're all set. Now we're leaving ours off right now because we're actually renovating a few of the things around the house. But again, this is the old one. See the whole thing cracked, and that's just dangerous. Replace that whole thing, that whole nasty thing like that. But that is that. Okay. And these are actually really cheap. You can pick these up, I think, like Home Depot and Lowe's, $1.50, $2. So even like this was a brown design. So if you are renovating or redesigning or reconfiguring, aside from just wanting it to be safe and things like that, you can also get different colors and stuff like that. So we got the white ones now. Just again, for your information, on the side there's the green one. That's where the ground came off of. Put the ground back on there. And then these are also labeled, like, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of hard, it's all dark because we had the power off. That's the white, and then that means automatically on the black. Now if you do want to get it out without so much force, they tell you that you can push on these little levers right here, and it helps to release so you can pull the wire out faster. I just didn't have a small enough screwdriver to put in there. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jesus bless you, and good repairing.